turned on the live transcription for the closed captioning for those of you that need it, in case we don't have the language interpretation that you need for today and you would like to follow along that way. All right, so let's go on to the next slide. All right, so we wanted to start off with what is an MPAC, because that is something, it's a new parent group that we are starting here at our school. And what an MPAC is we want to bring together our families that are multilingual, that you know, speak 2 languages, 3 languages together to form a community at Stevenson where we can all come together and talk about our students, our programming, problem solve, you know, find solutions to anything that you're seeing for your particular student or the programming that they're in, to build partnerships and build community, and also to have a space within our school where if you're interested in building more community within the language that you speak and your culture, then we can offer you that space and we can offer you that opportunity to come together here. So, you know, that can look like meetings like today where we plan out a session to present to you and to have you learn about Stevenson, but that also can be a session that you would like us to have for you. So if in your language community, for example, I speak Spanish, for my community from time to time, we'll have game nights. So we'll have like a loteria night. We can help you put that together and host it at Stevenson. So we really want to be more involved and be able to be more proactive and take action in what our families are looking for. And that is something that the MPAC can provide. So who makes up the MPAC? The MPAC is, of course, families, administrators here at the school, teachers, counselors, community relationships, if we decide to have other people come and present about different things. So it really is just a team of us that can come together and push things forward and provide the space and opportunity to talk about multilingualism and our students that speak more than one language. And I already spoke to why. We really want to get to know you, bring you into the, you know, right now we're on Zoom, but we prefer to be in the building, and hopefully we can have some meetings in the building where we can get to know each other and really just bring some really awesome events to Stevenson. So just to start off, and we'll do this at every meeting, we will have a little get to know you. It's a little bit harder on Zoom. So just for right now, if you can use the chat to send us one emoji or a couple of emojis, letting us know how your day went today. So you can see I put an example of like smiley face, thumbs up, and then, you know, a little person on a computer because I sometimes spend a lot of time on my computer. So if you can go ahead and put that in the chat for us, we can take a look at how everyone's day went today. Thank you, Mara. Cold, sleepy. Okay, lots of happy ones. That's really good.
Oh, someone's in love. Tanya, that's what I was going to be.
Yeah, a little bit of a crazy day.
What crazy day. Oh, lots of happy people.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yes, and it was, I see the cold one. It was cold today.
It was cold. I think it's going to get colder.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think it's going to get colder. So that will not be happy.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for everyone for telling us about how your days have been. We wanted to talk to you a little bit about communicating with Stevenson tonight, because it's really important to communicate with the school so that you know what's going on. And it also helps you build a partnership with the school. And tonight's a great opportunity for you to see all of our faces. And so you know who you can go to at the school, and you'll hear from more of those people tonight. Because sometimes when we have teenagers in the house and they're gone all day, they come back home and you say, "What happened today?" And they say, "Nothing." And then you say, "Well, do you want to tell me anything?" And they say, "Nope." But that's because teenagers don't really want to communicate so much with their families, because they want to communicate with their friends a little bit more, and that's completely normal. But there's opportunities for you to know what is happening in school so that you can then talk to them about what you know is happening, and you can use that information to start a discussion with your teen. And so the whole goal of that is, so if you know what's happening in the school, then you can help your teen move through the school year and through their 4 years of school and be ready for what's happening. So if any of you right now are parents of sophomores, Irina might talk a little bit more about this, but right now they're doing course selection. And so that would be one thing that you would find out through the communication with the school. There's a few different ways you can communicate with the school. One is through the daily digest, which comes every day, and it will come to your email. So if you have email, if you gave an email address to the school, every single day, you will get a daily digest, and that will tell you everything that's happening every day in the school, or like plays that are happening, if there's a day off, if there's a special day, if the sports teams are doing anything special, or clubs. We just had World's Fair last weekend. So it'll tell you a lot about those things and give you pictures. And then once a month, you will get the monthly Minuteman, and that's specifically written for you. So it will be, and that's the adults in our students' lives. And you will always get a message from the principal or the superintendent, and something from many of the directors, program directors in our school. So you may get something from the director of social emotional learning. We'll have an article in there, or our diversity, director of diversity, equity, and inclusion may have something in there. Our substance abuse coordinator might have something in there. And so those are really articles that are just meant for the adults, for you to stay engaged with the school and hear directly from the directors of some of our larger programs. One way for you to always know what's happening is through our website. And our website has everything that you could ever want to know about what's happening at Stevenson High School. And it's translatable. So here I have a picture for you, but with your permission, I'm going to flip over to the live site so I can show you some of the parts of our website. So this is our, our live website right here. And if you look at our live website, down in the corner of our website, you'll see when I hover over it, it says English. And if I click on that button, you'll notice that you can translate the website into a number of different languages so that you will be able to read everything that's on the website. And that's pretty helpful, because everything, all the letters that are written to families are posted on this website, and all of the information that you can find is also on this website. So a couple of the really important places on the website is so I'm going to stay in English just because I'm not very fluent in a lot of different languages. I know just enough to be dangerous. Up here at the very top, you'll see something called calendar. And if you click on the calendar button, you will see that everything that's happening in the school is on this calendar. And it's every day of the week. And you'll notice that there are different colored buttons next to what's happening. So that's a key. So you know if it's an athletic event or a family event or a school event. And this is translatable. So I am going to just click the English and I'm going to go up here to Espanol or Spanish so that you'll see when I hit Espanol, this translates all into Spanish for you, and it will translate into any language so that you will know all the time what's happening in the school. The other thing you can do is, if you like it, you can use these buttons to get a feed into your calendar. If you use a digital calendar, you can get a feed of everything that's happening in the school to your calendar. The other thing that you can do on the website is, and on the website, see this page that says parents. If you click on this page that says parents, you will see this lovely page. And down here, it says communication with families. And why this is important is every single letter that goes home to families is here. And because it's on the website, it's translatable into all of the languages that we can translate it into from this language button down here. So if you don't feel comfortable reading the email that you got, you can always read it on the website as well. Another thing that you can do on the website is, if you look under the About button, you'll see that there's a staff directory. And that is a really easy way for you to look up the name of anyone that you would like to find. So let's say you want to talk to Mr. Fisk. Mr. Fisk's last name is spelled F-I-S-K. And I can put that in there and I can search the directory. And there's Mr. Fisk right there. And there's his email. And it's easy to get in touch with anyone that you would like to talk to by going into that About button. And you can get their email right there. I'm sorry for the lag. So those are two good things to know about our email, our website, that it's translatable and that you will always get the daily digest and the monthly newsletter just for the adults in the community in your email. Now, Ms. Tamayo, will you talk about Canvas, please?
Yes, I will. And I am, I can't share my screen because there's something wrong with my laptop, but we do have some screenshots so that you can see. Canvas is where your student will have all of their classes listed. Their teachers will keep all of their information about their class there, their assignments, their learning, what they're learning in their class. This is where your student goes to manage and navigate the learning piece of the school day. When we go to the side right here with that has the arrows, it shows you what assignments the student has coming up. If there's, you could see right here, a review packet is due. There is a test on Tuesday. It helps the student organize what they have coming up and where they need to keep, what they need to keep track of. If we go to the next slide, you can see this is what it looks like for a student within their class. This is the world history class, and they have their syllabus, their assignments, pages where their teachers keep information, as well as, again, the coming up, what do they need to keep track of for this class. Another side of it from that same world history class, for this particular class, they have an assignment and it goes through, it has a due date. It has what the student should be submitting, and it reviews a description of what the actual assignment is. Then, let me see one more thing.
This is on here because I wanted to show you where you can go to learn how to get access to your students' Canvas page. So what I'm going to go back to the live website, and I'm going to go back to parents, and then from parents, I'm going to go to this logins page right here. And in here, you'll see Canvas, and then how to sign up for Canvas. And this is a very interesting page because it is mostly pictures. So you'll be able to do this, but what you will need is your student will have to go into their Canvas page, and you can show them this, and they will have a setting, and they will be able to get a code. They have to give you that code so that you log in, and then you are paired with that student. And it allows you to see into the classroom what's happening. You can't do the work, but you can certainly see everything that's going on. And that's a very, very useful tool for you to know what's happening in class, what your student is being asked to complete in class, and sort of follow along with whatever is the syllabus or what's scheduled for class.
So now we are going to let our lovely counselor join in and talk to us a little bit about communicating with the counselor at Stevenson and what role they play. And then in about 5 minutes, we will wrap up so that we can go into our breakout rooms.
Sure, thank you. So the counselor's role is what I kind of consider being the advocate in the school, really the go-to person for the student. And our goal is to continue to build relationships with not only students, but also families throughout their 4 years. If there's freshman students and families in here, you may have already had a scope meeting with your counselor. You'll have another opportunity to have a scope meeting as a sophomore, and that's towards the second half of sophomore year. As a junior, we invite families to have a P-scope meeting with our college counselors, and that's an individual meeting really centered around your students' post-secondary goals. So I think just though we have those like set times that we have opportunities for families to come in to meet with us, families can always schedule a time to meet. You're always welcome to do that. And we really do welcome that partnership. Every student at Stevenson is assigned a student support team. So each team consists of a psychologist, a dean, a social worker, and whether that your student is on the east or west side of the building, there is a student services office on each side. I think in terms of communication, truly whatever works best for you, but whether you want to send us an email or call us, students are able to sign up to meet with us either by coming into the offices or by scheduling meeting with us via Calendly. I don't even know if we can go to the website, but I wanted to show parents where they can see if you go to student services under parents, or, hold on, actually, you were
It's
just
under
there,
academics.
I'm sorry, student life, you were just on it, and then there we go.
There we go.
Okay, sorry, it
Sorry.
keeps jumping. If you,
There we go.
if there's like a delay. If you scroll down, you can see each person within the student services, their phone number, and then also their Calendly, so that students can schedule an appointment with them. And you can kind of, it's broken up by offices. So you'll be able to scroll down. Again, if you change the language on the website, you can find the page. So again, it's under student life, and then student services is our division. In terms of the counselor's role, we really work within kind of 3 domains. So academic, looking at academic performance and grades, course load and balance. As Mara mentioned, sophomores have started their course selection process. So we're meeting with students, picking their classes already for the following year. We work with students in terms of personal social. So transitioning to high school, health concerns, peer relationships, personal or family challenges, and then career and post-secondary planning as well.
So going based off of that, what you just said, I did want to go back and as we wrap up this part of the meeting, our goal is to have a meeting about every month to not only discuss different topics and to learn more about Stevenson, but also for us to come together, learn more about you, and be able to, get feedback and collaborate around different events and ideas. So some of the topics that we will be talking about in meetings that we'll have later in the year will be around supporting student success, social emotional learning, high school expectations, programming decisions, and college and career opportunities. So those are a couple that we already know that we can provide you, but one of the main purposes of this group is to hear from you. So we would like to hear about what types of meetings you would like us to hold, or if you have an idea of a meeting that you have that you would like to hold, or that you have access to a resource that you think would be important for our community, we are open to all ideas. So at this point of the meeting, we are going to break up into our different groups. And I think our last slide, Mara, has the date for our next meeting, which we already have someone that Dr. Marla Israel, she's going to come discuss student academic support. So if you have questions about students that need help in class, if you have questions about tutors and how all of that works, and how students get access to those tutors, if you have questions about MTT, or you received an email that says mandatory targeted tutoring on it, but you're not sure what that is, she's going to come in and talk a lot about that, and also give information, but also answer questions. So even if you feel like you know about the system, we are going to break out into groups again at every meeting so that we can have our individual conversations. So at this point, I am going to, you should see breakout rooms pop up on your screen in about 2 seconds. Give me 1 second. Okay. So I'm going to open the rooms for Russian, Spanish, Ukrainian, and Mandarin Chinese. So please select which room you would like to go to. If at this meeting, we don't have the group that you would need for the language that you speak, please stay in the main room. Mara is gonna guide you through a couple of things. And then we will, like we said, next time, please let us know that you want to attend, that you would like to have an interpreter, and we will make sure that we get that for you. So I'm going to open all the rooms right now. And you should be able to choose what room you want. If you're having trouble, let us know. We can help you get into the right room, or if you're going to stay in this room, that's also fine. Yeah. All right, and Mara, I just sent you an email with some guiding questions.
Are you ready for us to hop into our rooms?
Yes. So Justin,
conversation?
Spanish room, Kelly, Ukrainian room. Did you find the notes, Kelly, in the last slide of the presentation?
Yeah, at the bottom there.
Yes.
Okay, yep.
And then Janet should have left to the Mandarin Chinese room, and I'm going to go to the Russian room.
See you all in a little bit.
Mari, you're on mute.
Okay. Patricia, I'm going to put you in the Spanish room. Oh, you're Patricia. Linares. You should be already in. Oh, she isn't. She's not in. She just didn't join yet. She did join. Okay. The rest of you who are here, do you have any questions for me about what you heard in the meeting tonight? You can unmute yourselves if you would like and ask any questions. Or if you would like help. Okay, Yin, I will put you in the Spanish room or in the Chinese room. Hang on, it looks like maybe, let's see. Yin, let me assign you to the Chinese room. Mandarin Chinese. See ya. Anybody else have questions about how to get to a room? Ludmila, what room would you like to go to? Can you unmute yourself and or type in the Kai? I will assign you to Chinese as well. Not a problem. Mandarin Chinese. Oops. Mandarin Chinese. Mandarin Chinese. Vanessa, what room would you like to go to? Takashi, what room would you like to go to? Laura Diaz, what? Yes, Gina, this is the end of the meeting if you do not have any questions.
I don't have any
Vanessa, I will assign
questions.
you to Spanish.
Thank you. I have to leave.
Okay, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.